We're back. We're back. We're back like we never left. We're back like we never left one time. I just reset my router. Fingers crossed. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that we're back. 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 It is Friday night, day 98. What? 98 days in a row. We're here 98 days in a row. I'm gonna get some water. This is a water stream. I know yesterday was a water stream, but this is an actual chill water stream. This is the what, fourth day of not drinking on stream. So I feel like that's a W. Hold on my soundboard real quick. It like plays in the beginning and then it goes out. I don't know what's up with that. So I was saying that's a yeah. Let's see. Is kick still connected? Something weird happened? Should be good. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so today was I felt good about today. I've been talking about this. I've been working on this project, this Kemet project, and I feel like what up, Ty? What up, Ty? I feel like I made some good progress. I got my notes back for revisions, and I pretty much was able to do everything. There's a couple of tweaks and a couple of things, some more major things that I have to do, but it's just more like process stuff, you know. I guess what I'm saying is like when I edit, I dread it because I can't watch other things while I'm doing it. Sometimes I'm having two headphones on just so I can like watch something and edit. So these changes, a lot of these changes, some of them I do need the sound for. A big part of it I do. But a lot of the things that I have to do, I can do without headphones on, so I'm excited about that. What up, Ty? Did you not stream today? What happened? What happened? I was waiting for that one. Shout out Ty in the chat, BKS experience. Yeah, BKS experience is definitely part of the lore. My AI, my ChatGPT is definitely familiar, knows how to like make the correlation now. No stream, son's birthday. Ah, you did say that. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. You could have did the aftermath. You know, I'm sure he went to bed. Oh no, he's a little bit older. Okay, I can see that. But and it's Friday night. Okay, I see. I get it. Well, there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Yeah, so I felt productive about today. It was kind of somewhat of a relief. And I'm feeling better about the non-drinking streams. As much as I want to editing pics and stuff, hell yeah, do your thing. As much as I want to drink, as much as I would love some Henny, as much as I want like the 100th stream to have something to do with drinking, which it probably will. I'm not gonna lie. We're not here to wild out, but you know. Yeah, soberish. Soberish means like, it's always 420, but so technically I can't say that I'm sober, but you know, I'm just not drinking. And I couldn't think of a word that's like, I guess I should have said non-alcoholic, something like that. So that's the best I can do. And you know what's crazy? I don't really need to whatever you want to say, blow, puff. That sounds crazy. Schmirk. I don't really need to burn, but I just kind of do it just out of habit. It has nothing to do with the stream. I could not. Sometimes there's been times where I just completely forgot, and it was fine. I don't like when my shit looks too bright. I don't know why. I like when it's dark in here. It's just more out of habit. I would do it during the day. I would do it anyways. The drinking is not really a habit for me. I don't really need it. It's just that was actually a tool. So now that I feel a little bit more comfortable, it's kind of like, okay, this is how it was. So streaming was like stressful to just sit in front of a desktop for whatever many hours. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try drinking. And I think I might have even tried it on my first desktop, just like circumstantially. So I was like, oh, this will probably help. And it just seemed to work really well. So I just stuck with that. So starting without drinking is kind of like starting over again. It's like, but it was still, even with the alcohol, I was still kind of like nerve wracked. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like the beginning of me starting with the alcohol. I was kind of nerve wracking, but sober it's a little nerve wracking. But it's also like less nerve wracking because I've also been doing it for 98 days. So now it's just kind of like whatever. It's whatever at this point. Oh. Vibe check. I gotta have something. Shit. Ooh, this is kind of alright. I gotta have something. You know what I mean? I can't be raw dog in the stream like Ty. Ty is a brave man. To just not even an energy drink half the time. This dude's just on life. I don't even know if I see water when Ty streams. He's just, it's like a church service. Even the church has wine. You know what I'm saying? So you're on some. That's a true testament. You're a streamer. If you could go on that shit completely sober. You know what I'm saying? That's like some Rakai energy or something. And even Rakai, I think, be fucking up. It's deep. I need something. I need a prop. Give me some McDonald's. Something to talk about. Something to draw from. I gotta be sipping on something. Even that time where I did, I had the yak glass with just water and ice. It's like the whole presentation. I just need something to hold on to. So just to go on there and speak Japanese, effortlessly, fluently is, gotta take my hat off. I won't though, because that's what they want to see, and I'm not gonna give that to them. But I'm gonna get on that level. I'm gonna get on that level where sober is the way. We'll get on the level where sober is the way, and then drinking will be a specialty thing. It's like drinking stream, That's where we want to be. We don't want drinking to be the normal because that just sounds devastating. That sounds unfortunate. That sounds pathetic. That sounds unhealthy. That sounds detrimental. That sounds self-sabotaging. That sounds awful. Also sounds like a really good time, and that's why I was doing it, and that's why it's gonna happen again. So this is just my little phase I'm going through. I'm going through a sober phase. I'm straight edge, but I'm not though, because I'm not. This is soberish because it's always 420. No matter what time it is, it's always 420. Really 419 is the number I fuck with, but around here it's always 420. You know what is crazy? When you go to your stream manager and you're watching your stream, you can't actually see the viewers. You have to go on your actual channel and then go to that chat to see the Twitch participants. Let's see. Which is weird. You would think they would have that in Stream Manager, but they don't. It just seems like it should just be there. I'm sure there's a way to pull it up, but I don't see it. Anyway, but I do see my chat though, so I'm cool with that. Anyway though, day 98. What happened to the viewer count? That shit looks weird now. Maybe it's still loading up again. I'm not sure. Anyway, day 98. 98. We're 2 days from 100. What am I going to do on day 100? What should I do? What am I going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? I have some ideas. I have a good idea that I want to do. But I just don't know like what else, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what. Like I don't know if like, you know what I mean? It's like I want it to be sustainable. But I don't want to say it because it's going to give it away, but I want to play something with the number 20 though. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh. Yo, I had mad shit hidden on my stream shit, and now I can see it. Anyway, I wanna. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do some good research. It is on a Sunday, so I'm gonna like. What I'm gonna do is tomorrow Saturday, I'll do like a cool stream, maybe some IRL shit. Because I can't do this desktop shit this many days in a row. This shit is fucking me up. I hate this shit. I don't hate it. It's cool, but I like the IRL shit. And then I'll try to get one out early on Saturday, so it gives me more time to like prep for Sunday. And it might be Sunday during the day, Sunday night. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I do have a couple ideas, but it's like the thing that I'm like worried about is reception. It's like reception. I was talking about this yesterday. It's like I want to go to this one place and do this one thing with in using the number 100, but and it's not $100. Shit, I'm not spending. I wish my original plan was to somehow spend $100 for the 100 stream, but I'm not really trying to do that shit. We could do like a $100. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm not. I'll spend 100 pennies. Even 100 quarters is $25. Wink, wink. We had 100 quarters, and we're gonna play air hockey. That would be easy work though. Go to arcade with 100 quarters, or go to like a place like where you can win, like Chuck E. Cheese or something, or Dave and Buster's. Like, we got $25 worth of quarters. Let's see how. Nah, I don't even think you can do that type of shit. It has to be a game where you can win money back by chance, like a slot machine. Ooh. But that shit would go so fast. $25 on a quarter slot would go so fast. That'd be like a 5-minute video. You know, I'll figure it out. Something with 100. Like, it's like hard though. It's like because it's too big of a number, but it's like, what do you do? Like, but too small of a number is like, I'm gonna eat 100 pieces of popcorn. Like, I'm gonna do 100 push-ups. It's too much. 100 push-ups is crazy. It would be interesting. It would be interesting though. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll be part 2. Start with $1 and try to make 100 before the day's out. See, that's what I'm saying. That's that hard shit. All on stream. I don't even know what I would do. How would I do that? Ty said, start with $1 and try to make 100 before the day's out. You'd have to like buy a $1 bottle of water, try to sell it for $2, and then flip those into $4, and then like buy like a case of water, and then sell those for $1, and then you make like 20 bucks, and then you like keep doing that maybe, but that'd still be hard. That'd be tough. That's how I would do it. How else could you do that shit? Yeah, I mean, Sunday is a good day, since it's a whole free day. Flip into 100, that's hard. You gotta really, I would almost have to like be like, hey, I'm doing a video, just help me out. Or like see how much I could raise, like just begging for money in various places. Hey, I'm doing a challenge for a YouTube video. I'm trying to raise $100 before this time. Do you think you could help? Like some shit like that. It's all live right now, man. People probably would just for the content. Buy something with $1, like a marker and paper, make a sign, beg for money. Sign can say we'll rap for money, turn it into profit, then buy something to sell. That's smart. True. Yeah, you make like 30 bucks and then buy a $30 item to try to flip. That would take a long, I don't know, to do that in a day. I suppose it is possible, and you would be super motivated for the content. That's tough though. That's tough. 100 is not that hard to make though, but that is a tough one. That's a tough one. I think it would be hard to. That's interesting. Because it's like, what could you buy? Yeah, I mean, with the marker, why can't I just not buy the marker and then just make my own sign at home and just spend $1 or something else? But I see it as like part of the story though. It's like, that would be a dope flip though. That's gold content right there. Try to make 100. How about I start with $99 and try to make 100? That would even still be hard in a way. Unless you just literally ask for money. Win or lose is just content. Yeah, no, that's an ambitious stream. I might want to just do that at another time. Damn, the pressure would be. Oh man, that'd be tough. That'd be really hard to do that. Wow. It's got my wheels spinning though. Cause I have seen videos like that. I feel like they always fail, or they got to like do something like not really part of the plan, like kind of cheating a little bit, like they just get lucky, you know. Yeah, this random guy just gave us $50. Now we have $60. All right, we're almost there. Yeah, but that's the magic. That is the content. Oh shit, maybe I don't know. I'll consider it. I'll put it on my back burner. Yeah, I'll put it in the back burner. I'll on my list of things when I'm suggesting to ChatGPT to come up with. For me, it's just easier to spend $100. It's like me and my girl do like a $100 shopping spree at Walmart or something. It would be nice to make 100 though. That would be the wave. Yo, why is my CPU going off the wall? This shit doesn't make sense, bro. I feel like it's like something in like OBS that you can like clear or something. Like it has like some extra memory that's built up, because it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm not even on my computer. I'm not using shit. I'm not doing anything. Sometimes when I click off of Prism Studio, it I don't know. Shit's getting freaky. And I hate that it always hits my fucking summary like computer issues. I hate that shit. That shit sounds so stupid. Both shop at dollar store for each other, then split 50 apiece to see who has the best gifts and most thoughtful. Yeah, type shit. Nah, for real, 100. I swear I'm gonna like try to like buy the. Oh, maybe we should get like 100 or something. Find like the cheapest 100 of something, like, because it's like, you know, I could get 100 Skittles and eat those. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm talking like more like that, or I could get like, or we could do like the, if we could get like 100 chicken nuggets and see if we could eat them. Ooh, something like that. That's like kind of hard, but like attainable, affordable, right? How much is a 20-piece nugget? Like $20 or something? Damn, that's $100. Shit. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. How much is there a 40-piece nugget? How much is a 40-piece McNugget? Up to $15.99. Oh, okay, so it's affordable. So it'd be like $40 for 40-piece. Oh wait, no. For 100. And you know what's crazy? The dollar store is not even $1 anymore. That was a wild thing. I was like, they used to have the store. They kind of still have it called 99 cents only store. I guess they probably still have some once in a while, but you don't really see them like that anymore. And but then they started having items that are over 99 cents. So it's like that would have been a good one for tomorrow, day 99. There still might be a 99 cents. I feel like there's even a 98-cent store somewhere around here. So I might try to find a 99-cent store and do a challenge there tomorrow. We could do like a 99 problems thing tomorrow, like write 99 problems of yours and then come up with 99 solutions. Ooh, that might be the idea. Got the rep. Drink 99 bananas liquor. Could be one. But it'd be cool to do something like 100 times. That's why there'd be maybe multiple parts to day 100. It might be like an epic extravaganza or just a long stream, depending on how I do it. But I do like some of these ideas. I like all these ideas, actually. I'm like doubting myself. It's like, damn, it's such an ambitious stream, especially that first one about try to make 100. I'd rather just call people and beg, ask my friends, give me $20. I bet you I could get $20 from 5 people. Be like, oh, 15-minute video. It's like, I'll send it back after. Crowdsource $100. That'd be a dope. That'd be a W stream too. Just like have people on speaker, like, yo, I need a favor. I'm trying to reach $100. Can you send me whatever you got? It could be $10. It could be $1. It could be $5. That could be it. I'm doing a $100 stream. That could actually be fire. Let's see who I'll call. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably get at least $80 just like off the top of my head, and then like break. That's like 20 from 4 people, and then break it down to like 10, 10. So you get to 100. Yeah, because I never ask people for shit. I could probably pull that off. We'll see. I'm always thinking of like what is gonna make a good YouTube video. And that first one you mentioned, Ty, that is epic. That's shit. That'd be one of the best videos of all time. Flipping that. I feel like everybody always feels that shit though. But I could probably get savvy with that shit. Cause then you could like combine that as like, well, no, that would definitely take all day, but combine that with like, all right, $100 limit, spend limit on this, and then. There's more shit. There's more shit. I'm gonna do a good deep dive, a good ChatGPT deep dive. For 100. Multiple ideas. I'm gonna have to low-key do it tomorrow. Just in case it's some shit I want to do in the morning. I just got crazy deja vu right now. And I feel like the last time I said this shit, it was me talking about deja vu. Because some of these days, I'm like, whoa, see? For real deja vu right now. And I feel like you remember me saying this shit last time. Because these days are so similar. I wear generally the same thing. I'm in the same location. I'm always wearing this Euratica hat. It's the same shit. Whoa. I felt that one for real. It was like a double deja vu. A DD. Yeah, DD. Or is deja vu 2 words? DDV. Deja vu. I've been getting bad deja, or good or bad deja vu ever since I was a kid. Like I've always had chronic deja vu, like all the time. And it's like I really can't figure out if it's like I'm thinking of my dreams that I had, and that's where I can't really put a pinpoint on why this thing feels familiar. But then it's like, is it just like, for instance, I remember like getting, I don't know why I remember this so vividly because it was such a long time ago, but I was like, it's like, I don't even remember, I can't even explain what it is in words, but it's just like, I remember being in like the lunchroom in school and probably like 5th or 6th grade or some shit and just having a strong deja vu, but like kind of like almost recurring or whatever. And I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure that shit out. But then I'm like, was it a dream? And is it just like the repetition of doing something so many times that things just end up being familiar? And maybe it's because like we're basic human beings. So if I bring up one topic, I've probably talked about the same thing on here dozens of times, you know, and I just don't remember because it's just kind of like my normal brain. I think that's where it comes from. But they're all slightly different. All these streams are slightly different. Even though some are probably like eerily similar, but they're all going to be slightly different. They have to. They have to. Like Friday night light consistency. Like I'm sure I had a Friday night consistency stream already, but it wasn't day 4. It wasn't day 98 though. It would be freaky if it was like day 48. You know what I'm saying? I got some. You know what's crazy about? I was talking about this on the other stream. I was like talking about like I got. I like am down on myself sometimes for like not making music, but then I realized like I don't know, it's just like I've always been doing it. But why I say that is that I like forgot that I had made some music. This is years ago though, so it's not even like really related to now. But and it just popped in my head, and I just completely forgot that this existed. And I remember loving this shit so much. Oh yeah, we can drink. I'm only drinking water. It's only water. I started off with water, but yeah. Shout out to Ty for redeeming hydrate. No problem drinking water. So I got this old music that I had forgotten about, but I loved it at the time. And then my homie sent it to me. He's like, he has my actual archive. My boy Gerard has my fucking old, like I got my first album. Like I don't even know if I had that. Maybe like somewhere stored somewhere, but I had my very first album that I made in a dorm room at UMass in like 2006. And I was listening to that shit today. And I was like, damn, actually, And it's like, it's not that it's like, there's so many things I would never do now, and I'm like so much better as a rapper, but some of the creativity in the older music is just crazy. Like, it just wouldn't work today because music is so serious and cool now, whereas music like late 90s, early 2000s, some of it was like more conceptual or theatrical, or I don't know, it just didn't have to be so serious, Even like think about like a Jay-Z Hard Knock Life. Like would that record work today? It probably would because that shit's still fire, but like it's just a certain, I don't want to say campiness, but like kind of like I don't know what the word is. It's a different time. Now everything is just like people would be like, why is there a little girl singing on the people would question it, whereas it's just like it just worked at that time, whereas now it just people just want to hear something more I don't know, serious, I guess. Like music is not funny anymore. You might have like a rapper that has some funny lines, some funny bars every once in a while, but it's not like think about Afro Man Cause I Got High. Like that's like a meme song now, but that shit was playing on the radio. Like even if it was talking about getting high or whatever, that would be a meme song. It would be a TikTok song. And so it just the times have changed. So I just crazy, and like even pulling up my first album, I'm like this was everything to me. Like I love these songs, and like my friend sent me the tracks, and like I think he must have like ripped them from a CD or something because they just say track 1, track 5, blah, blah, blah. And it was like some I don't remember what they're called. They're my songs, and I don't remember what I named them. Also, and it's partly because like back in the day, I would just like sometimes I would not necessarily name songs. Like I'll make a beat, and then I'll just name the beat that, and then I'll just name the song that, even if it has nothing to do with it. Dumb shit like that. So it's like I have no idea what I named this fucking song. So there's like 2 on the first album that I have no idea what the song title is, and I'm like, damn. I can't find the artwork with the track listing and everything, and this is 2006. Like there was no there wasn't even YouTube yet when I did this fucking album, and we were just talking about that shit. We shot this video in the dorms, and it's just kind of gone because I think we posted it on MySpace at the time. MySpace is gone, and there was no YouTube at the time. It just didn't exist. So it's like, where the fuck is this video at? I'm sure maybe like someone has it on like an old computer or an old hard drive or on a CD or something or a DVD. But as of now, that shit's gone. But after a certain point, I have everything. Because technology kind of caught up. But so I was listening to this shit, and it's like I love some of the ideas. It's like weird. I remember some of the words and shit. And it's not like it's from a minute ago. But I'm like, some of them I get into it, some of them I cringe about, some of them, you know what I'm saying? It's a real interesting thing. But like I'm even like the quality on some of them, like I know I recorded some of this with some bullshit ass mic. How does this sound like this? And then like the mixing is like very surprisingly okay, you know. And it's like I think it's probably just 'cause I took my time more. I'm so lazy at mixing now. Like I could probably mix way better, but I don't enjoy it, you know. So I'm at the point where I'd rather just pay somebody to mix my shit now. What up, Vinny? What up, Vinny? 443 for the follow. My bad, I missed it earlier. At the moment, I missed it. But stay tuned for more of this. Appreciate you. Shout out Vinny on Kick for the follow. Next time, Vinny, when you tap in, drop me a chat, and I'll see you faster. But appreciate you, Vinny 443 for the follow. W. But yeah, it's just like even with this streaming, it's like I be forgetting, like I be forgetting. Oh yeah, music. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know it's such a part of me that I can never forget. But it's like, oh yeah, I could be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But this is streaming is a little bit easier. It's kind of the same shit. It's like for me, I really started music as like therapy to like kind of get my thoughts out and express how I was feeling. And this is like I get to do that and more, and it's easier. I don't have to rhyme or record it, which is I do miss the art form. But this is not a bad replace. It's still hip hop. You know what I mean? It's still hip hop. It's like a digital DJ. I can play music. I can rap on here. I could dance on here. I could do graffiti on here. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like I could, did I miss an element? B-boy, graffiti, MC, and a DJ. Yeah, DJ, play music. I can make music, you know? I could do whatever and more, you know? This could be music, it could be talking, it could be a party, it could be an album, you know? It's all encompassing, it's bigger than hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing to me. It's kind of the same thing. But I do love music. I love creating music. I love writing rhymes. I love making songs. Like I actually love that shit. It might not show it because I'm not doing it, but it's kind of like, you know, I also go in waves though too. Sometimes I like making movies, and we're in movie mode right now. This is easy, and what I like about this mode, this is like the easiest movies we can make. You know, the sound is decent, the image quality. I got to get that better. I know I'm only streaming 720, but it's for the sake of my computer. But once I get right, this shit is like, don't be fooled. It's like, I, it's purposely like this. I wish it could be better, but it's purposely like this. It's not that I'm just like, oh, some shit. I'm like, I dialed it in so it could be like this, so we could be here, you know. But I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get right, and it's gonna happen. It's just a natural progression. I'm gonna get smarter at this and better at this, where then I can do everything that I want to do on this. So it's like now it's like okay, the stream is just the platform. Okay, I really want to make music, da da da. But in the meantime, to keep the stream going and growing, I just gotta sit here and chat, and I gotta do those IROs. It's like when you're becoming a rapper, you gotta write bars. You gotta practice. You can't just like go and perform at a fucking arena. Like you gotta write. You gotta recite your raps for people. Let them, you know, see if they're good. You gotta do that a couple times. You gotta start recording. You gotta make a couple songs, some bad songs, get one you like. Okay, you get one you like. Okay, do it again. Let's see if you really like this. Let's see if we can really do it. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, your music is cool. People like your shit. Da da da. Da. Oh, okay, can you perform? Da, 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 da. Are you a good performer? Do you like to perform? Are you doing it consistently? Do you have enough songs to be able to perform a set? You know, so it's just levels and steps to this shit always like. And that's how I feel about streaming. Like right now, I'm writing bars still. You know, I'm just starting to record music. You know, just messing with records, with tracks, just to get into the art form of it. You know, I don't think I'm even at the open mic part yet. You know, I don't know if I'm at the you know, having multiple songs to rock like a half-hour set yet, a 20-minute set yet. You know, I could probably do like maybe a little open mic just to like try it out, try performing. I'm just making the connection between being a rapper and being a streamer. You know, at that point, I'm still trying to get these bars right. Still trying to structure my bars. They're still a little jumbled and sloppy at this point, and generic. But that's just me being hard on myself. I believe the fuck out of myself. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have like extreme self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't easy. Because it's easy for somebody to call you out and call your shit some bullshit. You know, you gotta have extreme self-confidence. I can self-deprecate myself so bad on this shit, and like the fact that I'm doing it is like it just cancels all that out. It's like obviously that's you don't believe that shit, or you would not be even attempting. Like they try to call me unk every stream. You know what I mean? Like the fuck? I don't care, bro. I was a fucking teacher at one point. I don't, like kids are kids. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. Maybe that's helped. I never thought about that. I think maybe that helped. I think I was trying to figure out like what was the purpose of me being a teacher? What did it do? Maybe it like helped me be better at dealing with YNs on Kick and YouTube. you know, it braced me for it because it was definitely like a shock, because I never wanted to be like an authority figure over like really anybody, and that might be why I don't have kids as well either at this point. You know what I mean? I never really wanted to be an authority to kids because I always hated, or no, not hate it. I always would peep how young people, and what I remember, would talk about older people and like just the generic dislike for older people. Not so much when we were growing up. When we were growing up, we liked older people. We liked older people that were cool. So I figured if I'm gonna get older, I'm gonna at least be the cool older person, not the one that's like trying to tell people to pull their pants up and stop cussing and shit. Like I'm gonna be like the one that just is minding my business. Like you can do what you want to do. I'm gonna still be cool and I'm gonna still keep up with the times, but not like be cringe about it. I'm just gonna be chilling. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't. That's why the YNs don't bother me, because I realize they're just speaking their language to me. It's like that's how they talk to each other. They're talking shit to each other. So it's like it's a term of endearment, if you will, a form of endearment. I would say to like talk shit. And when you really understand the language, it's like to be called unk really isn't an insult. It just means like it's like calling somebody OG. You could take that as an insult because they're insinuating that you're older, but if you objectively are, what's the problem? It's almost like a respect thing. It's like saying sir almost. You know what I'm saying? But also, I also feel like unk insinuates something else because I don't think that everybody would be an unk, right? Because I feel like why isn't your dad an unk? Because, or he might be somebody else's unk, but the unk is kind of like, to me, is like you might be a little bit older, but you're still on some, not on some young shit, just like on some cool shit still. But without like trying, you just naturally are still cool, but you're a little bit older. I like that term they came up for Jim Jones. They said he's a teen-year citizen. That's crazy. That's diabolical. Whoever made that shit up is a fucked up person. Teen-year citizen is fucked up. First of all, he's not a senior citizen, but they'll say that if you got grades or whatever. But they try to say I'm from the Stone Age, and I'm not even that old. That's the funny thing about it. I'm from the Stone Age. I had a pet dinosaur. Jesus was my actual homeboy. I used to babysit Adam and Eve. All that shit. All these chat jokes, but I don't take it personally. My birthday is in BC. I used to work with Fred Flintstone. All the usual things. I just made all those up right now, of course, but things of that nature. things of that nature. I'm just yapping. I've been these last streams. I just been yapping. I showed a couple of things, but I just been yapping. And it's so crazy because some days I'm. You know what's the fucked up part? I think why I started drinking because I was like, damn, this shit's hard. But sometimes it's just the day because yesterday was the water stream, and I only stayed on for an hour and a half. I've been on for 40 minutes, just bullshit. Like just off water. Same thing, but it's like, and that I always thought that one would have took more time because the whole activity. But like, I think it's just the day. It's just my literal energy for that day. So it's almost like that day that I started drinking on the first one. If I would have just like, or maybe it was the day before that made me feel like I did. If I would have just like tried it again sober, like I might have not went down that path just by simply trying it at a different time, different combination. But I tried the alcohol the next time and it just worked. So I was like, oh, well, this is my thing. This is my ritual. And it's probably, it doesn't even matter. It's just a ritual. It's just like something that you believe that will help. And then when it does, that confirms it, even though it just could be a coincidence, I guess. But I like having, not that I like rituals, but I like little things to connect a certain physical connection to the intention. It's like this liquid pause equals W stream. This is W stream elixir. And obviously it's cap. Obviously you don't need it, but because it's all in your mind. But I guess it's like whatever you need to trick your mind into thinking that will work. You know what I'm saying? I will say there weren't that many L streams off the liquor. I'm not gonna lie, especially the Hennies. All those Henny streams were pretty much W's as far as I'm concerned. Something always happened. But we've also had W streams where I'm sober too. So it is what it is. What does that mean? It means it's not about the Henny at all. It never was. Again, shout out Vinny443. I don't know if you came back, you're still here, but shout out you, bro, for the follow on kick. Maybe you're here and heard it. Maybe you, because it was already like 16 minutes or 15 minutes by the time I saw it. I don't always see that little box, but when I do, I'd be like, thanks for the follow, thanks for the follow, thanks for the follow. I got to get my alert set up for kick. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use stream elements. And I don't know how much it costs. But once I figure that out, we may have some alerts. Maybe hopefully there's a free version of it that covers at least kick follows or subscribers. That'd be good enough. And then we could be tapped in. I don't need a lot. I'm a simple man. You know? You know? The only thing is I'm a simple man, but...
Don't fuck with me!
So I watched the, speaking of Drake, I watched the Drake, What Did I Miss? Not What Did I Miss, I'm sorry. The Drake Iceman 3 episode. What Did I Miss was the first episode, right? That song actually went up, huh? This one, I like this one better than the second one. That part with those Pinocchios, that was freaking me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. There's something freaky about that. I can't explain it. It was super eerie. I felt like that was not a live stream. I think it was streamed live, but I think it was pre-recorded, right? I can't tell actually. He's got to put his chat up, or what you can do that with pre-recorded, or he's got to reply to his chat, at least for like a segment, because that would be fire too. To be like, yeah, no, this whole shit is live. But it doesn't have to be live. It's just like, what's the point? But I did fuck with a couple of those songs and that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I like seeing him drive around freestyling, kind of, or whatever it was, or whatever he was doing, like kind of freestyling, like kind of come up with ideas in the car because I do that shit. It was like a film in the style of a live stream, almost like even like when you went in the club, there was like the little lag or whatever, but it was like simulated because it was on. Actually, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know if it's real or not. You know, what if that shit was all live? It could go either way. I could see it. I could see it both ways. Like, it's Drake, of course, it's live, and also like, no, it's just not live. It's fucking Drake. What do you mean? You know, the same exact fucking thing. But I thought Kai's criticism of it was way too harsh. Like, granted, I didn't watch it live. I watched it after. So like some of the parts where it's just like the kind of transition scenes, I might have like skipped through a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe for that reason, but I thought that that was way too harsh. I thought he painted some fucking imagery that is very thought provoking, to say like the blood or whatever with the legacy, the four Pinocchios, the only three at the end, the I have to watch it again to really get all the details, but I was like, this is some other shit. Like, I did like the style of the first one, the first episode, because it felt more live. But I guess it would just like, if none of them are live, I guess then it's like whatever. But it just like they were like changing locations too much and shit. I'm like, I don't know if this is fully possible like this to be live, but it was still fire what they were doing. I was really trying to figure out like what is that symbolism, like Iceman. Is that like I'm gonna put you on ice, like, or is it like diamonds, Iceman? Like, I don't know. It was like four liars sitting at a table because I was assuming Pinocchio. I was trying to like figure out like who each of the person was. I'm assuming one of them is supposed to be Kendrick or something, like, right? I mean, I don't know. But who are the other four people that are lying on him? It's probably easy to figure out. That fucking room where it's like I don't know, but they had all the people like looking down on the different levels. That shit was crazy. Like, I don't know. For Kai to call it the biggest waste of his time, I felt like that was like a what do you call that? He was like, what was that word called? Like where you're like, he was like speaking about it, speaking on more than just that. You feel me? He was like, he was saying other things with just not just that, like almost like, because remember they were supposed to do that stream before, maybe like Drake canceled at the last minute and Kai's like, what the fuck, you know, I don't know, that's what I assumed, it was something like that, so maybe he wasted his time. It seemed like he was like, I forgot what that word is called, almost like correlating, but like in real time, like it seemed frustrated because I don't think that shit was, it was better than the last one to me. So it's like to call it a complete waste of time is like, I mean, there was one, at least one record on there that was like some new shit that was kind of hard. But also from the perspective too, wasn't the episode? Didn't everybody think episode 2 was the album, right? And so then it was like that cliffhanger, and so then the third one, I wasn't expecting the album at this point. I'm like, all right, you got us. So maybe he was expecting Iceman episode 3 to be the actual album, and it wasn't. So maybe that's what he meant by. It's interesting. I can't tell. I don't know what their relationship is because it seemed like it was like a real. That was like some like. And all I could think about was when Kai was at the. Whoa, my CPU be blowing up when I be doing this sensitive topics. Was when Kai was at the what was the AMAs, and the guy like said some shit about Kanye or something, and Kai got mad like, yo, you know I got a lot of influence. Why would you do this and that while I'm you know that, trying to like say some shit, And so it was interesting that Kai was like, that clip can be very influential. Oh, Kai said this is a big waste of time. I'm not gonna watch that shit. And I heard people like kind of touching on that, but it did also seem very. It seemed authentic, but it also seemed connected to something else. You know, like I'm sure he has like his whatever right to be frustrated with it because we were all waiting on that stream. He put his neck out there. Kai put his neck out there and said, "Da da da date. I am streaming with Drake." And then he had to come on and be like, "Yeah, I mean, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just wait." And then we heard nothing of it. And then the whole, I think even the Texas shit happened after that, right? It was something like that. And it's interesting because doesn't Drake live in Texas? And they were in Texas, so I don't know. Maybe that's when it was supposed to be. I'm not sure what that is, but you know. But I'm at the same time, I think everything's a play though, so you never really know. But if Drake shows up on this Mafia-thon, that would be crazy. Which I don't think it's gonna happen by the way that Kai was emoting, but you never know. If Kai then has Kendrick Lamar on his stream, that'd be some checkmate shit. If they're actually beefing, that'd be some double checkmate. That'd be fucked up. That I'd be like, damn. That would be like the biggest stream of all time. Like on some like it is what it is shit. Damn, that would just I mean for Kai to pull that off, for Kendrick to actually go on a stream, for it's bigger than just even it being like a shot at, you know. That's like damn. So I don't know. I do want to see Kai and Drake stream though. I think seeing Drake and Aiden, it was like I don't know. It worked because Aiden's so good at what he does. Even though there was like in the beginning, it was kind of like they were figuring it out a little bit. But like I see why he picked Aiden for that because Aiden can hold down a string. He's just like that. He's just like created a style that everybody is compatible with. So it just makes sense. But with Drake, with Kai, would have the fact that it didn't happen it blows my mind. Like for Drake not to do it, I mean something crazy must have came up to do that because there's no bigger media look than going on Kai Cenat right now. Especially during his fucking sub. Oh no, it was before that. You prime Kai like, oh, wasn't it supposed to happen in like, I forgot. Wasn't it supposed to happen somewhere else or something? Maybe New York or some shit. I can't remember. I can't imagine what would come up that is more important than that, besides like a emergency or some crazy business deal, I guess. But and to not reschedule is wild. But again, I still think everything's a play though. Just like when Kai fucking blew up his room, and nobody really knew until like after the fact that that's what was happening. Everybody kind of had a weird like this looks a little different, but maybe Mr. Beast just brought his own cameras or some shit. I don't know. They made it believable, and then it ended up being completely fake. Even like Aiden's room, that fucking room the old streaming room was his older streaming room. How they recreated that whole shit, and it's like, wait, how the fuck, you know? And it's like on a soundstage, and it's like, how long has it been? Well, obviously it wasn't on a soundstage because they had other rooms in the house before. But like shit like that, where I'm like, I don't know if I believe anything. It's interesting though. It's interesting though. I liked Iceman 3. I think I liked the first one the best because it had What Did I Miss in it and just the rawness of it. I like this one because it was just I don't know. Maybe yeah. If I feel like they didn't have like a lot if it was live, they didn't have as much live sound. Like in Iceman 2, you could like hear people in the background talking, which I kind of liked because I like that as real. You know, but I can see how people complain about it, but I like that as raw. So, I don't know. But if this one is like they're polishing it up, even if but if it is still live and it's just super polished, that shit's dope too. I just didn't catch that like real raw vibe like I did in the other ones as much. But I mean, if they got fucking 4K cameras running remotely, all streaming from different locations across the little, that's crazy. I mean, even to like shoot that live, maybe it's not like necessarily broadcast live, but a shot in a live style. You know what I mean? With like a switcher and shit, that's still fire. It's interesting. It's really interesting to see what different people are doing with streaming. It's like become like the new promotion tool, like how like what Instagram or TikTok is for an artist. You know, you can post reels and videos and photos and captions and stories, and now this is like a whole new way to apply your art to something else that's bigger. That you could this could be a podcast, this could be an interview, this could be IRL in the studio, about to go to the studio, just chilling after the studio, eating food, anything. It could be a concert, it could be a there's just so many ways you could stream. You could stream anything. It could be just your workout shit, just for document, just to have I love this shit. Like streaming has helped me figure shit out. Like since if you stream every day, it's like, okay, what was I doing at this day? Like, even if it's not related to the stream, it's just like a point of reference. Oh, because I know I did this. It was with the water thing, because I noticed that the water was running out faster, and I had to look back and like, okay, we got water at this day. That doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't have remembered otherwise. I wouldn't have even thought. I would have like maybe checked my bank and see like when you know what I mean. But I was able to just go on YouTube. Blah, 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 I made a thumbnail. Oh, I know exactly which one it is. You know what I mean? Streaming has utility. It's like that episode of Black Mirror where people have like their memories or whatever. But it's kind of like that. So there's utility to it. You don't have to have all these overlays and chats but also the chat too. Like I've had to like refer back to a chat before. So it's like it kind of fire. I don't know. It just kind of makes sense. You get to like choose your destiny with it. You can do as much or as little with it, but there's still utility. Like I've referred back to conversations on live and been like, look, no, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like streaming is going to be super, super common with everything. Like I'm surprised that like school isn't streamed. Like you should be able to go and watch your kids in the classroom at any point. There should be no reason to not, right? Nothing to hide. It'd be better for behavior. That should absolutely be streamed to all the parents, that they can check in at any point on their kid. I guarantee you that would improve behavior by like 10 times. Just that alone. And then if your parent could like call in real quick and be like, hold up, you know. I'm just saying, it just makes sense to me. It really makes sense. I'm really excited to see what the future holds as far as streaming, and because it's like streaming is the same thing as FaceTime, right? So it's a form of communication. Streaming is just more one-sided, but with the chat, it turns it into a semi two-sided conversation. It is two-sided, it's just not the same talking back and forth, but like FaceTime is an advanced form of streaming, really. It has like the noise cancellation so you can't hear yourself playing out the speaker. It's pretty much in perfect real time. There's no delay like how we probably thought it was going to be. Remember like early Skype, there was like a good delay sometimes. It wasn't so fast how it is now. Curious to see like with the VR and stuff, like streaming, like FaceTime VR. I know they have it already with the Apple Pro Vision, some shit like that, but just normalized like. And then this like new kind of virtual yet real world where like everything is kind of like, imagine like you had glasses that like scans every object in your house and turns it into like a 3D thing, and then like so it doesn't rely on sight to know where walls and objects are, it just knows it because where it was, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, where we're like going to this digital, like when you're driving if you've ever been in a Tesla, if you look on the screen while you're driving, it shows you like the GPS like shows you the street, but it also shows people walking. Like you can see people walking. I don't know how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like a digital version of you in the real world. Like sometimes people will be driving by the graveyard and they'll see people walking in the graveyard, weird shit like that. That's creepy as fuck. But like that idea where things become virtual, it's almost like we probably don't even realize how, like how does that shit work? The GPS, how it knows there's traffic, is because if there's enough people with that in their car and they're driving the speed, it can kind of like triangulate. Okay, these people are here, so you become like a digital avatar in yourself in that particular space. You know, simulate it, estimate it. Yeah, it's interesting. So I think that's how we'll start to enter, like part of our being is in a digital form no matter what, whether we're here or not. And just everything, I mean, there's just so many things that didn't exist before, like the having an Instagram page is like having it doesn't tell your whole life story, but it's like having several novels about yourself, depending on how much you post, I guess, or like a good novel about yourself with like a lot of text and a lot of photos. You know what I'm saying? Like more than the average person would have had, just even in the 90s, early 2000s. Like you just have so much. We have so many people have so many more photos of themselves that has ever existed in life, unless they were like a model or a famous or something like that. The average person has way more photos of themselves and like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we can exist in this digital world because there's references. People have videos of themselves talking. Like that is a new thing. We definitely didn't have like, unless you really did that, went out of your way to do that, you know? Like the average person has this documentation of who they are and who they were, even down to the voice. And we have this technology to clone the voice easily, in seconds. It's not even like a whole, this takes 3 weeks to render. No, this is in seconds, 45 seconds, you know? And we have video of ourselves from different angles. You know, it might have been like we have like a couple of photos of Mark Twain, and that's because he's very famous. You know, so they can kind of figure out what he looks like, and maybe they got some good profile shots, or, you know. But it's like some of it that you have to fucking make up. But having like somebody's like voice and like maybe there's a video of them, you can see how they walk and move, like motion tracking. Like there's this, that's a digital copy, a digital essence. Like and it's really just more waiting for the technology that comes that can do that fast and put it all together quickly. Now you'd have to like train it and, you know, put a couple things together to get it right and estimate some shit, but it's gonna be crazy. Just like what ChatGPT can do. Like I don't see how you could figure out how to do that. It doesn't make sense. How do some programmers figure out how to make a program that can draw anything in any style? It doesn't make sense. Like it's too fast of a leap to make sense, because there's never been anything even remotely close to that, and then all of a sudden there is. That's weird. How the shit that I generate, like the fact that like I can make cartoons that kind of like look like me, like I can take this shit and like redraw it in a like, I don't know, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. Like a lot of the technology we had, you can kind of be okay, this and this and that. Okay, is this like, okay, hardware, this and, you know, but this is like, it's different. It'd be different if like the AI art was really bad looking. I'd be like, okay, I can kind of see how this kind of works. But like when it's really good, it doesn't make sense to me. Like how is that possible? Like a human could not. It doesn't make sense. There's something else, I don't know. It seems like not real. It really seems like AI, like alien intelligence. Like it doesn't seem. It seems dreamlike. It doesn't seem Like these fucking cartoons that this shit makes, like how it draws it in the style, and it's just like so clean and like, but also has texture to it. Like, how? Like, how are you? How does that? I don't get it. Like, how could it do that? And like, how does it? But then it's like, this is the most amazing thing, and then I make it and it spells school with 3 O's, and I'm like, I don't get it. How? I don't. It's like it doesn't. I don't understand how it's able to do what it's doing without understanding what it's doing. That doesn't make sense to me. It's not gonna fuck up the word school when it's typing it, when it's writing your shit out in text. But why? How does it not? It. It's weird. It's a little too like. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How does it have? How does it make spelling errors? It doesn't make sense. Like, how can it be that intelligent? And I mean, I guess like you could be super. I don't know. It's weird. It spelled school wrong. It put 3 O's in it. And I get it. It's like it could get distracted, but that also like just goes against like everything that it. How does it make mistakes? Why does it make mistakes? How do you figure that out? How do you fix that? How do they engineer that? How do you? I just don't understand like how you just wake up and decide to make ChatGPT one day. And the fact that you can just talk to it in regular language. What up, Bobby Lucci? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out Bobby Lucci for the follow on Kick W. Appreciate you. Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate you. Where you tapping in from? Let me know. Let me know. ChatGPT though is, I don't get it. And then like it'll create these like perfect cartoons, which I guess whatever. Some people think drawing cartoons is easy. It's not really that easy to make it look good. I'm not gonna lie. Can draw these perfect cartoons. Obviously, it struggles with like consistency and duplication and fixing minor things and stuff like that. Even though it's getting way better, especially if you say things like keep it exactly the same, but you know what I'm saying. It does pretty good when you say shit like that. Oddly, and this is just the beginning. And then I can like make it, okay, generate a 1960s muscle car blue with this and that with a racing stripe, and it'll do that shit. Make it a PNG file with a transparent background. It'll do that shit. Like, but it'll spell school with 3 O's. It's weird. It's like a like autistic, you know? And I respectfully, I don't mean that in any derogatory way, but just some whatever. I'm gonna move on from that. But it's incredible. It's like Rain Man, you know? Like ChatGPT is like Rain Man. If you ever watch that movie, Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise, I think. Rain Man. He's like, he can do these crazy mathematical equations and all these other amazing things. Dustin Hoffman's character, but he struggles with like some of the simple things sometimes, and maybe like some social things. But otherwise, incredible, you know. And that's kind of like ChatGPT sometimes, is where it's like, but also, it's like also random where ChatGPT fails. It's like, wait, well, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you fuck that up? Like, it's weird. But I imagine it'll be like the time we're just early where remember when ChatGPT would just hallucinate all the time, you know? And it's not even an all the time thing. It's such a small percentage. People try to make it like it's like all the time, but and then you look back sometimes at your prompt and you forget a word and you're like, oh, it's my fault. Like, for real, that should sometimes go back and look and see if it's your fault, because sometimes it really is. Sometimes it really is. You know, it's crazy when you like use one thing to write a prompt for another thing. That's where it gets deep. But sometimes you gotta, man. The fact that we don't want to write anymore. I was always a brief writer with a lot of shit, but hell yeah, I'm never writing a cover letter again. What the fuck? That should just be an understood thing. Like, look, this is a formality at this point. Is it bad or what? Because if it's not bad, what are we talking about? It's like, this is a little too good. I sense AI. It was like, I'm resourceful, bro. This cover letter is not going to do shit. Unless it's a cover letter writing agency, then I see your point. But I don't know if that exists, especially with the dawn of AI. Another thing that I'm excited for that's not fully developed yet, but low key it is, but only if you're, I don't know. I haven't found a good use for it. The AI agents. You can get an AI agent. You got to get the mid-tier account on. Actually, I don't know if they open it up for everybody, but on whatever it's just called, OpenAI or whatever, ChatGPT. It can like do stuff for you. You can like book a hotel, do all the research first, get book flights. You know, you got to like give it certain credentials to do it, but it's more or less like projects that would like take you multiple because you can watch it in its own little window computer like doing the shit for you. It's like a little inside the browser. It is a little testy though, pause, because I like wanted to like adjust it and just cancel the whole shit. So I was like, okay, this is kind of not developed yet. But I imagine Google will have that shit built in where it's like, okay, I need to send these 10 emails to this, like, where you can just write it as a task and then it kind of like does it and checks with you before it does it, everything like that. Like, like little shit you wouldn't want to do. Like, imagine if you had to like send like semi the same email to everybody instead of like just sending it all at the same time. Like, if there was like little differences, okay, I want this one to start with this and this one to include this, and you can just kind of like plug it in as like a one thing and then have it do all these tasks. Well, you can pretty much do that now. You can like have it order food, do research, just anything basically that you could do on a computer, it can do for you instead, essentially. Like, you know, I don't know, like it could type shit, which you could already use GPT to use, but it could like type it in on your Google Drive, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit where it's more direct. Shit like that. You could like sign up for some shit, like maybe probably look at apartments for you. Find the best thing with the best thing, send out applications, shit like that, dumb shit. That's actually might be a good use for that, but I still, but it is like shit like that you kind of want to do it yourself. So it's like you almost want to use it to free up time to be able to do shit like looking for houses and apartments yourself. I'm excited for AI though. It is crazy how many people are using it. I feel like we kind of have hit a plateau. Like the difference between ChatGPT 5 and what is the first one, 1 or 3 or something, is different, and I would probably be frustrated using the old one but since they like just like unfolded everything so like just a little bit at a time, so it's probably hard to even tell. But yeah, I mean, I'm really most impressed with the image generation. Like it just works so well for me for what I do. It's just so convenient. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that's the worst part is that it takes a little bit too long to make a photo, but like considering what you're getting is fast as fuck. It's way faster to go to Google to get shit, but literally you can get custom images in pretty good quality off the rip. Is shit. I use the fuck out of that. I use it for my streams, like my thumbnails. I use it for the graphics on screen. I don't really have any on right now. I use it for editing shit. Man, shit. I use a lot of ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, turned me into a super artist. Like, I mean, just all I mean, it's just a way to save money, I guess. But man, shit I created. I mostly create. I've been for the thumbnails. I usually just create using like this same cartoon style that you see on some of my thumbnails, and then But sometimes a little photorealistic shit like the 7-Eleven cup day, whatever the fuck that day was. I don't remember these days. Day 95, actually, I think it was. And day 96, there was if you check that thumbnail on YouTube, it's a Red Bull can and it says day 96. Because that was an energy drink stream. If you haven't watched that one, go check that one out. Oh, let me contrast and compare. So the 3 streams were Gatorade stream, the Big Gulp stream. That was a Big Gulp Gatorade stream. The second one was energy drinks, and the third was Edward 40 hands, and this is the fourth one, which is just regular water, but still a little bit of that grass too. Hold up. 1 second. But if I had to rate them, I would say that the best one by far was the energy drinks. I feel like I had the best, no, you know, for lack of better words, energy. The Gatorade stream, I feel like I was like over that shit. I can't remember how, I could probably look it up. I feel like I didn't stay on that long, but maybe I did. Maybe it was still 2 hours. It was still a good stream, but I wasn't feeling it as much. The energy drink stream, I was like so wired. Like I couldn't believe it. Like it was like I might as well just be drunk. The water stream, I felt drunk, but I was not into it. I was like, it was just too much liquid. There's too much fluid to consume, pause. And I just felt bloated and I just didn't feel good. So the energy drink was the best one. And this one is good too, honestly. Where I'm not like forcing myself to really drink anything. It's kind of chill too. And that's me comparing the non-alcohol streams. Every other stream has been pretty much alcohol except for IRL. But I had to break the cycle though, without breaking the cycle, you know? So I had to sacrifice the alcohol for the stream. And I know it's like, it makes the streams better. I don't sound drunk now, so that's good. Maybe I still sound drunk, but I would look back at some of them like, I just sound so drunk and I just don't give a fuck. I'm just, you know, I can just tell that I'm drunk. But I feel pretty much the same though. I feel like I'm able to yap without the chat. That was the hardest part, as I was well, I didn't really struggle, but I would often like go and like pull some shit up like, okay, well, I don't know what to talk about. Let me go react to something. Like, let me go see who's on. I would just like watch like Twitch and Kick, like who's on Twitch, who's on Kick. I would make my rounds. And that was really because I was like, I don't know what to do. But now, I mean, it's like, shit, whatever. 2 hours, we do this every day for the most part. 2 hours is light work. Though last night I was not feeling it. I got off at an hour 30 because I was like, fuck this. I don't know. For whatever reason, I wasn't in a good mood last night. You could tell I'm not in a good mood. If it's like an hour and a half stream, I'm not feeling it. If it's like an hour stream, I'm not feeling it. Unless it's an IRL. Some IRLs are just short. But even that, it means I'm probably not feeling it because I'm like over it. But I kind of like the short ones though. I feel like it's easier for people to watch a shorter video. So I'm not against short streams. This is going to be interesting to see what the topics are tomorrow because I did just talk about a lot, but I already forgot what we were talking about just now. Wow. Like before the, well, that's what tomorrow's for. Put those chapters up. And I remind myself sometimes like I reflect because even when I'm doing the thumbnail, I just forget what the fuck I was even talking about. Should I get the thumbnail now? What would the thumbnail even be? I don't know. Thumbnail. Yeah, I'll move away from the chat text. I could disable it. Thumbnail. 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 Oh, I should be like reacting to something. Thumbnail. 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 Wait, what's the one? Thumbnail. One more. Thumbnail. Wait. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. I just say that so I can find it later. You know, sometimes that's what I noticed about No Jumper. Actually, what I admire about them is that sometimes they used to get the they used to get exactly try those emotes. That's exactly what I was doing. They would get the thumbnail right on the air. Like they would just pose and just get that shit. I'm working on my thumbnail game. I could have better thumbnails without. They're just kind of like you know. I just kind of like put up like little images of like what I talk about a little bit, but I could get like a good thumbnail, especially since my shit is usually about the same thing every time. Cut me out, put a background, then use like the other space to then put the stuff so it's a little more organized and big bold text so people can see what the video's about before clicking the video, shit like that. I'm understanding the thumbnail science a little bit. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. I need the I need the thumbnail sound effect. I gotta clip myself. Thumbnail. 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 How can you not become an expert doing something every day for X amount of time, right? If I did this for 3 years, I think I could do something. I don't want it to take 3 years, but I feel like the growth in that would be very organic and worth it and exponential, like more than I would expect. You know what I'm saying? 3 years every day, like come on. There's got to be some discoverability. At a certain point, people just, you know, it's like, oh, this guy, what is this guy? Okay, I guess I'll check it out. I got nothing else to do. At some point, you know. And then just shit will just naturally grow. Pause. Like, especially more and more people get into Twitch, and it'll just be more casual. Like, it could be where I get like a whole influx of people that just at one time, like, type shit. But I want people that watch me right now just to be just into streaming, that understand it and love it just as it is, that already like it. I'm not trying to convert anybody at this point, because it's hard to get them. You might get them there, but it's gonna be hard to get them back. It depends on who it is. It depends on who it is. Some people will be instantly addicted, but there's a certain, like, I don't know. You gotta really want it to have the fucking app on your phone, even though you can get it to your email. Have the app on your phone with a notification. You gotta really be into the streaming. You gotta really want that. Otherwise, that shit could be annoying. Getting fucking 25 Twitch notifications a day from different people you might follow. I don't know. I don't know. So that's why I want people to be like already into streaming. Because they'll understand. They'll, like, someone that doesn't understand streaming be like, why is it freezing? You know? Why is it freezing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. People that understand streaming understand streaming. It's like, yeah, I was trying to watch your video, but it kept freezing. And it's like, bro, it's just, maybe it's just for that moment. Maybe come back in a little bit. It might just be F it at that moment. Even though I don't know if I have that issue too much. I try to really, but it can happen. My shit'll just shut off before anything. It's some bullshit. But yeah, I did say I was gonna try to promote more around 100, and whether that's after the fact more, coming up with like literally just gotta share my fucking thumbnails on but even that I don't want. It would have to be like on some like shared on my Instagram story shit, because or just like start clipping my shit more. But even that, like I don't know, clipping yourself is a real tough game to play. You gotta have a really good clip to clip yourself. It's gotta be undeniable. Yeah, nah. But yeah, I guess you know it when you know it. Weird still. You gotta have a really good clip, a really, really good clip. And those are hard to come by, apparently. Even the greatest people struggle to get a really good clip. Can't see this, right? An hour 26:58, almost an hour 27 minutes. Easy. See, like yesterday, it felt like this amount of time passed, and it was like 33 minutes or some shit. And I was like, damn, this is gonna be a long night. It's weird. I feel like, what if time doesn't exactly? No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say, what if time doesn't exist how we think it? I mean, obviously it probably doesn't, but like, I was gonna say, what if time fluctuates? But I don't think that would happen with like clocks and shit. I mean, it could. I just don't know. Oh man, what was I gonna check? I was gonna check something with the VODs. I forgot what it was now. It's all good. It was like, what day was this or some shit, but it's all good. Not needed. Not needed. Thumbnail. Yeah, it's so crazy. I just forget completely about what. And also, if I start promoting my shit, I gotta like. It's probably good that I'm trying to be more sober, because even though I'm not trying my hardest, I could be trying harder. In fact, yeah, I'm not trying at all. This is worse than the drinking in a way, as far as optics. Anybody can get drunk. Everybody gets drunk. Teachers can get drunk. Nothing wrong with that. Can teachers do that thing they do? Probably kind of frowned upon. Yeah, I wonder how, like, in legal states, how do schools care about, because as far as I know, being a teacher, you don't have to get drug tested. Like, how would parents feel knowing that their kid's teacher probably, like, hits the pen? or is rolling a fucking blizzy at the cribbo. You might be surprised. I don't know. I will tell you, being a teacher, some people love it. It was not fun for me. You have to be like a babysitter and a teacher, and you have to like do grades and make up tests and I don't know. Not for me. I don't think I ever like grew up out of like hating the idea of like homework and stuff. I feel like I'm like still a kid in that regard. It just never made sense. I never gave homework, but it wasn't really required for the type of class I had. But definitely had to have like tests. And what was crazy about the test is that I'd be like, hey, let's write a script so we can shoot it. And they'd be like, nah. But you give kids a test, kids love taking tests. I never knew that. They love taking tests. At least these kids at this school did. Like even all the kids with the behavior issues, they love to take a test. Kids, like at the end of the day, they love structure.
This shit structured.
That's what they actually thrive off of structure. And it's like, it's almost the opposite of what you would think. Because my whole thing was like, I don't want to give them a test. They're going to hate me. But as soon as I like had to give them a test, where they're like, yo, you gotta give them a test. Like this is the end of the thing. And they love that shit. Like they were into it. I was like, whoa, maybe I'm, and it kind of like makes me think of like some kids that are like advanced still have behavior issues in school just because they're fucking bored, you know? So maybe they were, I don't know, it was weird. I was like, damn, I could have gave you tests. And I think I did eventually like start giving more tests. I was like, oh shit, you guys actually like these little, this really? Okay. I get maybe like the satisfying feeling of like, okay, I complete this and then I get to see like what grade I got. And it's a good way to learn too, right? Even if you get them all wrong, you're just like, oh, okay. If if you have that type of brain to do that, but I don't know. Teacher tip: give it, because they wouldn't do the assignments. They wouldn't be in. I'd be like, it could be like the same thing, but just like saying it's a test somehow. It just took it so much more serious. It was weird. It was so weird. What up, Media Vibe? Appreciate you for the follow. Media Vibe on Kick. How did you get that username? That sounds like it's some official shit. Let's check out Media Vibe. Appreciate. See if they're a content creator or just a viewer. No profile picture. I guess just a fan. Oh, that's maybe it's one of those things. But anyway, appreciate the data. I will take those followers. That's just cool. It's like I don't mind if these random ass pages follow, because it just adds to my shit. Appreciate it. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Basically, like kids like tests. They like structure. And I'm like not the most structure-based person. I kind of like to just be free with it, and that doesn't really work when you're a teacher. Like, and I would be like so like annoyed because kids would come up to me and be like, "What are we doing today?" And I'm like, I gotta be like, just say some bullshit off the top of my head, knowing damn well I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do today. Like, but I would always figure it out. But I would, it's like the worst question you want to hear when you're like, I don't fucking know, bro. Like we're gonna fucking try to get through this without there being a fight in the classroom or something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna teach you about film. Yeah, what are we gonna do today was the worst because it's almost like insinuating like that there's usually no structure, and it's like you can't even say shit because it's like partially true. But like a lot of the reasons like where there would be a plan, but like I wouldn't be able to get through it just because of like behavioral issues a lot of times. So it was like more of that, but at the same time too, yeah. I should be right back. Oh. God damn. What else? It's been an hour 35. Not bad, not bad. Today was a weird day. I had to, sometimes I leave my lights on in my car, I guess. And I had to jump it. First, I had a flat tire, actually. I had a flat tire when I came out. And I ran over a nail or something. So I got that patched up. Luckily, that was very cheap, like $10. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I had to jump my car because I think I leave my lights on sometimes. And so then I'm like, because I've heard like, yeah, you're supposed to like drive around for 30 minutes or something. And, but then I've heard like, okay, 20 minutes or whatever. And then I was like debating like, can you just be idle? Like just have the car running. And so I looked it up on like ChatGPT or whatever. And it was like, you can be idle, but it takes a long time. You have to be in there for like a long time, and it still might not fully charge it just because there's not enough power or whatever. So then I was like, okay. So if I drive it around the streets, but they were like, it works better if you're driving on the highway for like 30 minutes. And even still, it's like, I guess to like fully charge that shit, you gotta damn near drive on the highway for like an hour almost to like fully charge your battery. But there's like levels to it where it's like if you charge it this much, it'll like start again, and then it'll eventually like charge it over time type shit. But it just, yeah, it like takes several hours. It'd be like, it was like a crazy amount of hours that you have to just drive it, stop and go to like fully charge it, which is, so it's like it just opened my eyes to like, damn, maybe my fucking battery is dead as fuck sometimes, like, and I don't even realize it. Maybe it's only at like 50%, and that's why, because I always have issues with it. But whenever I like call AAA for them to jump it to replace it, they're like, nah, your battery's fine. So maybe I just haven't been fully charging it, and so like leaving the light on for a couple of days maybe brings it down to like 50 to 40 to 30, and then by the time it's 20, then it can't sustain that, and then it'll easily die, and I'm not even charging it fully. So I drove around for like almost an hour today, basically, to get it charged. What up, Bugs? What up, Bugs? Yo, Bugs got the first issued, wait. Yes, wait. So he bought a sub, but Savrona gifted you a sub? But why did it go to you? Oh, because he just gifted it instead of subscribing himself. I see. So yeah, you got a sub, even though it doesn't matter on Kick. Shout out Savrona again, and he gifted you a sub. Yeah, how you say you're chilling? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm not even drunk or anything. I'm just off nothing really. It's Friday night. Been on for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer, but yeah, it's a chill Friday night. We're almost at day 100, so you know, it's like the calm before the storm. Let the gifter know I appreciate the sub. Yeah. I will actually tell him. Hey, it's cool. And you got the little sub badge, the first one issued. So that's the first month one is the full color one. Okay, and then they get different color after time. That's cool. I'm seeing it. Yeah, I don't know. He randomly did that shit too. I told him I owe you one too. Next time he's on stream, I'm gonna gift him one. But he's like, "Yo, you don't have to do that." But I'm like, "No, I gotta do that. Gotta do that. How could I not?" What's the deal with you? You still been making beats though, Bugs? You made so many though. You probably had to take a little break. Probably like, what do I do next? Gotta like live some life in between the next one. I haven't seen them pop up on my feed, so that's why I assumed that they weren't there. But where you at with those beats? We gotta hear some more. Oh, you haven't yet? Just onto some other shit at the moment. That was a legendary run though, at least. I mean you'll still make more. Sometimes you really gotta like take a break and come back to it sometimes. That's just how it is. Especially when you like make one every day for like however long that was, like 2 weeks or whatever. That shit's just gonna happen. You gotta like think of new type of beats and new samples and new whatever, however you make your beats or whatever. But who knows what's going on in your life? Maybe you got some serious shit. About to go play Fortnite though. Gotta like back in. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Are you playing on live? Or you just play just to play? Oh, you play on live? All right, I'll check it out. If this, so you stream on Kick though? I'll check it out if it's up. Let me know. I'll check that shit out. I will check it out. Appreciate you, Bugs, for tapping in. Appreciate the tap in. Everyone, shout out Blinker Bugs and go follow Blinker Bugs on YouTube too. Subscribe to his channel. He makes beats. Check out his beats. Fire beats. Crazy change ups. Shit, I didn't know you were Kick streamer. That's what's up. How have I not checked this shit out yet? You should make beats on stream. Ty, if you're still there, what's going on Twitch? What are you watching? Savrona, if you're watching, Blinker Bug said thanks for the gift. Oh yeah, nothing. Are they playing Mafia? No, they're probably doing something different for Friday night, huh? Well, actually, they're only on for like what? What time do they go to bed? At 1 a.m. Or got Aliens Earth TV show playing in the background. Yeah, I feel like this is a calm Friday. Maybe Saturday tomorrow will be kind of popping for everything. This is like a calm Friday, right? I didn't feel any hype today. Oh, they're still playing Mafia, but it's Friday, so they could probably go. Or are they? I can't tell if they're playing Mafia or Sleep. No, they're playing Mafia. Hey. Looking outside, it's a long line. I'm gonna do a line before I serve the line with some lines. Damn. Bars. Yeah. Looking outside, it's a long line. I'm gonna do a line before I serve the line with some lines. Shit. That's like a 1, 2. That's like a triple entendre. Don't do lines though. Lines are bad. Take it from me. Unless it's free. But even that. I forget about the soundboard sometimes. After I was doing the thumbnails, I should have been like,
we got content.
yeah, but it is what it is. Or I should have said,
I gotta relax. I went too far.
yeah. But yeah, Fent put a dent in my rent. If it don't got me bent, my money not well spent. Fent put a dent in my rent. If it don't got me bent, my money not well spent. That's hard. No, that's not hard. That's terrible. These are the worst lines. Not that they're bad, they're well written, but they're about the worst shit. And I hope you're not doing lines of fent, because that's crazy. Oh yeah, yeah, you're on that bar shit. Damn. Oh yeah, these YNs still want me to do that bar stream. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have brought it up again. Damn. That's like old reliable. I'll just pull that out like if I really am in a jam and I can't think of anything. Why though? Why do you need a fuck? Is that a bar, or are you just admitting your life goals, or is that because of the bar? Why are you on a bar though? What does that do? Doesn't it just like make you fall asleep? Why would you be on a bar? I could never. There's been a couple of times where I've had issues sleeping. Like if you want to go to, if it's like to go to sleep, I guess. But I mean, I guess it's like a little like you get to like have like a go to sleep, but kind of like tripping, so you have some like crazy ass dreams. So it's kind of like a entertainment, I guess, in a way type shit. I get it. I'm on fentanyl, but I serve fentanyl. Fentanyl. What about fentanyl? But I like fentanyl. Yeah, fentanyl. It's the exact fucking rhyme. That shit's hard. Oh, you spit too, Bugs? All right, all right. Seems like you got bars on bars on bars. At the bar, on a bar with these bars. I'm on fentanyl. I don't think that's a good idea to like be serving. What's that Biggie line? Don't get high off your own supply. Don't get high off your own supply. He said, I'm on fentanyl, but I serve fentanyl. I hope not, though. I can't believe, like, fent is supposed to, like, how is it so cheap? I don't get it. I don't understand. I feel like that's a conspiracy. I feel like fentanyl doesn't make sense. Like, how could it be, like, cheap as fuck? Like, cheaper than, but, I mean, I guess anything could be cheaper than Coke, but I don't know. And, like, why are some people able to, like, do fent? And I guess obviously some doses are stronger than others, but why does it like, how can it kill people just by fucking touching it a little bit, but like some people can smoke it. I don't get it. And I get it. Some is more stronger, but I don't know. Weird. And how is that shit just killing some people? Like how the fuck do you handle that shit? How is an average person not dying from selling the deadly to touch fent, but when someone else comes across it, they will. It doesn't make sense. Didn't like an officer like die from like fent that was like somebody had in a car or something? Like why isn't the guy that was driving the car dead? I don't get it. You know, like they pulled him over. Some shit like that happen. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't know about that fentanyl, man. I don't know about that fentanyl, man. Shout out Blinker Bugs with the bars. Off a bar. Raising the bar. This has been a freaky Friday, as they would say on the Breakfast Club. Nah, this has been a Fent Friday. Being off Fent is crazy. Yo, my friend said he like had got hit by a car, so he had all this like pain medication, and so he had these fentanyl patches. And he said that there was like somebody like a fiend trying to like buy these shits off him for like a good amount of money per thing, and I guess he was like smoking the gel inside of the Fent pack. That's crazy. It must be fantastic. But I can't imagine like wanting to be like, what does it do? What does smoking fentanyl do? Like, what does that make you feel like? Don't you just pass out? What the fuck is the point of that? Must be some good ass dreams. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, it just seems weird. It just seems, but it must be great if people like it. I can't imagine I can't imagine how it'd be that great. Because some people would be like, "Oh, I love being on Blow. It makes me feel great." But it's like, does it though? Does it really? I don't know. Maybe it's like a personality thing. I don't know. It's hard to imagine. It doesn't make sense in my mind. Being drunk, I think everybody, yeah, maybe it's like that thing where everybody can agree that being drunk, I guess, feels kind of fun, I guess. But it's more like you could reach the same amount of fun when you're drunk being sober. It's more or less like the environment maybe becomes fun, depending on who you are and what, you know, but like, just say it's like we're all drunk at this party and we're singing and dancing. It's like you could get that sober, but it's like the vibe is created because everybody's drunk. But like, I don't know. Have you ever been like around, although drunk people are annoying to be around when you're not drunk. There was a point where I was trying to not drink and I was even buying non-alcoholic beers. And I remember like, it was something about it. It just, I felt included, but I almost felt drunk somehow. I almost felt drunk drinking these non-alcoholic beers. But the cool thing was at the end of it, you just, oh shit, I'm not drunk. All right, I'm about to drive home. And it was great. Why was I saying that? Why was I saying that? I think, oh, I was just saying, like, you can, like, reach these things without alcohol. You know what I mean? It's just like a confidence thing or whatever. Like, maybe you're too shy to dance when you're sober, but even though you probably do dance when you're by yourself, so it's still in you. Pause. But, you know, it just makes you not care. But like maybe like in the right environment, you might dance because it's just the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Sober or drunk, you know, just because of the energy that's there. Everybody's dancing. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Which is kind of the thing. But we usually don't get to these points because we, like how I did when I felt like I was too awkward on stream or whatever. Oh, let me try alcohol, and when it worked, so I didn't even give my chance to even like try to soberly work that out first. I just kind of like went straight for the easy fix, and I don't take it back. That shit worked. And it's so interesting too because it'll be like when I'm making music, when I want to go in the studio, I swear I want to like, yeah, I'm about to light up. I usually don't drink or anything like that. That's not really my thing when I'm in the studio. But I have before, and that shit's to me not a good idea. But I usually want to like blaze. But the best songs I've ever made is sober, like hands down. The best songs I've ever made, I was sober. I made some good songs high, but when I mean high, I don't mean off anything crazy. I'm just saying like I'll say stoned, so it sounds specific. But the best songs I made sober and fast too. It takes a minute. It's like I might make a good song, but it might take me like fucking 8 hours. Sober with a good beat, I made songs in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole shit. So just depends. It depends. Really, like I think sober is your best potential. And then sometimes if I have been drinking a little bit when I'm recording a song, it might be cool that night because you don't give a fuck. But oh, my kick shit's not showing up. Oh damn. My kick chat isn't showing up on the screen. I just realized that. That's fucking annoying. Damn, I guess I gotta fix that later. Sorry, damn, that was, well, I guess I'm kind of glad that shit's not showing up, but, because he was just saying some crazy shit, but, interesting. I'll fix that later. Damn, I just distracted myself. I forgot what I was talking about now, but it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. 5 minutes into the 2 hour mark. Less than 5 minutes, really. Damn, what was I talking about? I can't remember even if I try. It's all good though. Damn, the kick stream didn't show up. Watch, I'm gonna go to it and it's gonna be like, your session has expired. I could probably get on it right now. Hold up. Let's see. It likes to disconnect, and I don't like notice it until I'm already on, and like, it's cool though, but it's always like the right time though. It's always like people are saying some crazy shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of glad that didn't show up on the screen. Just had to be there on Twitch. But I'm gonna try to fix it now, see if we can get it back. Okay. Because we gotta have the kick chat on the screen. I know my YouTube won't connect for whatever reason, but see, it should be there. Why is it not? That's weird. I thought, because usually it'll be like the session expired or something and like reconnect it, but it says it's there. Hold on, let me do a test. Yeah, I see myself. That's so weird that blinker bugs didn't show up. Strange. Huh. I don't know. Maybe when I log back in and reset something, but that's strange, right? Oh, but that's also straight from here. Let me try it right in this. I'll send this thing. Ah, I see. It doesn't send from Kick, but it sent it from the Restream site. Okay, okay. I don't know what's up with that. Well, we'll fix it later. It's all good. It says it's connected. I don't know. Maybe they're changing their... So I'll turn it off, and I'll turn it back on. I'll go to chat. Oh, well. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Relay mode. We'll see. If it doesn't fix, I was having issues with this shit with my YouTube shit too, so here, I'll try another one. Oh, see, it's not there. What the fuck? See, now I'm like, what the hell? Because I like disabled it and then that's weird. It's all good. We'll get it right. Huh. Maybe they're like doing shit with like the Yeah, that's fucked up. It was just working and now it's not working. Damn. That's all good. That's all good. I'm not too worried. Doesn't matter as much today. But it's almost the 2 hour mark. I guess I'll just cap it off here since weird shit's happening. It must be Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde again. Cause this is a weird day. but it could always be worse. Health is good. Things are turning around. We're consistent. We made it to here, so that's a blessing in itself. So just keep going. Don't stop. If you have a vision, just keep going with it. Honestly, like even if it's just the purpose of it is to look back and be like, this is where I was and this is where I am now. It still feels good. I did that today. I did that today with some old music and shit. Brought back a lot of memories. Even shit I was saying, it was just like my world was so small compared to then. So if you feel like your world is small, it will get bigger. You know, I'm like shouting out people like it's like I just won a fucking Grammy and it's like an album I recorded in a dorm room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's how small my world was. But I guess you never forget where you come from, and even if your music just ends up being for you or whatever, or your streams or your vlogs or your reels or whatever, you still have that, and you might not appreciate it now, but in a couple of years you might like to look back at that. So with that said, I'm gonna be like Chris Brown and say deuces, and I'm gonna be